The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. George Bernard Shaw, the famous Irish playwright. As we begin to move to a more virtual world due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we see that this illusion is present, and well, communication just simply isn't happening to the extent that it would be in in-person materials. This leads us to today's thesis. The transition to mostly online coursework has noticeably impacted Purdue students due to decreases in communication, which we as students can work to fix. And we can see this clearly through two evident points. One, through a decrease in communication and an illusion that it is occurring between students, and secondly, through a decrease of communication between students and professors, especially when it comes to sharing our struggles due to the current COVID crisis. First, let's take a look at the illusion that communication is happening between students and the benefit that this could have if it begins to occur. We first take a look at an infographic given to us by the educational development researcher Mohammed Al-Awam in his research findings in August of 2020 based on the COVID-19 crisis impacts on college students. He proposed a question: how has your understanding of the material being taught changed when it was shifted from classroom course to online course? And we see as a result of his findings that 51.9% of students have a worse understanding now than in in-person classes. And we can see that as we continue to move more virtually due to COVID-19, that this number can continue to increase. And one of the ways we can begin to address this is by using student-to-student communication to create a more inclusive environment of the coursework, engaging more students and creating a better understanding overall. This is best seen through an Inside Higher Education article from September 16th of 2020 by Madeline St. Armor, stating that student peer support groups can help each other build the skills necessary to do well online, while building community along the way. What this is showing us is that by students incorporating each other into discussions and engaging ourselves in communication methods, we can see that we will have a better understanding of our coursework, building a stronger community around our coursework, as well as building a better community just in general. By increasing student-to-student communication, we can see that we can create better success channels for students in an online world and begin to create a greater understanding between students. Now that we understand how important student-to-student communication is, and how this is an effective way of decreasing communication illusions that it's simply not happening, we can take a look at another way that communication just simply hasn't been happening to the extent it would be in an in-person world. We see this best by taking a look at the communication methods happening between students and professors. This is best seen, again, through an infographic given by the educational development researcher Mohammed Al-Awam's findings in his research paper in August of 2020, where he posed another question. Do you think instructors are being cooperative and more understanding of hardships we are currently facing as students? We saw that 95% of students, more than double that said no, said yes, that professors are more understanding and cooperative, which shows professors want the best for their students and are trying to do it. But we can see that there is this disconnect in communication, as seen through an article from the Chronicle of Higher Education on October 8th of 2020 by Beth McMurdy, stating that a lot of faculty members are coming from a good place, but there is still not an understanding of the scope and to what degree students are struggling right now. Although this article was published in October, we were over a month into our semester, and professors are still struggling to understand where students are beginning to find problems. We as students can begin to address this by communicating more with our professors about struggles with coursework and places where understanding is lacking. This communication between ourselves and professors can help create a more immersive and understanding Purdue community. We can see that this communication also comes with the benefit of impacting Purdue University moving forward. We see this best through an article from the Washington Post on June 2nd of 2020 by Susan Slurvey, stating that Purdue spokesman Tim Doty stated that the university has included the faculty in its decision-making process for planning of COVID-19. The public university will require everyone to wear masks, reduce classroom capacity by half, and require a minimum of 10 feet of space between instructors and students. Although the university is encouraging students and professors to stay distant, they are encouraging professors to stay involved with their students. And as they include professors more and more in the planning process for the COVID-19 crisis, it is more important now than ever for students to communicate their struggles to professors to help build a better community moving forward this semester and next semester. By increasing communication between students and professors, we can see the profound impacts in the Purdue community. In conclusion, as we look back to our thesis, the transition to mostly online coursework has noticeably impacted Purdue students due to decreases in communication, which we as students can work to fix. We can fix these communication issues by increasing our communication from student to student, as well as increasing our communication from student to faculty. By doing this, we will create a better Purdue not only this semester, but the next semester to follow. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion it hasn't taken place. This is an illusion that we can fix, problems that we can address as students, and we must begin to do so we can build a better Purdue. Thank you.